So we know the big moves in free agency are pretty much a wrap for the Chicago Bears, but they might still make some moves, and we might know what direction they might go in for a couple of these next moves that they make in free agency. Let's talk about it, people. What is going on, y'all? Fox Sports Talk back at it with another video talking, of course, NFL, here to talk about the Chicago Bears. So if you're a Bears fan, guys, please do hit that subscribe button down below. Please make sure to hit the bell icon so you're notified every time I drop a new video, as I'm doing so every single day for you guys. And let's hop right into it. All right, so this is coming from Brad Biggs, a reporter for the Chicago Tribune, man. One of the best in the business. Been, doing this for a very long time. And yeah, when Biggs puts something out, it's most likely going to be true. So he said the following in his latest article in regards to the Bears. He said the pressing needs on the roster have been filled. There could be a slow trickle of additions over the next couple of weeks as the market settles and the Bears seek players to add competition. Maybe they'll shop for a safety to add depth. Another wide receiver is a possibility. All right, so here we go. This was something that hasn't been talked about a lot. And I got to go ahead and, blame myself as well, because I should be talking about this. The safety position for the Bears, a quiet need that has been flowing under the radar. As we take a look at, our starters here, and Kevin Byard and Jaquan Brisker. Look, Brisker's had that concussion in which he missed a lot of games for last season. Who knows what the deal is with Jaquan Brisker? I mean, concussions are no joke here, people. Are we talking about something where, the career is threatened at this point, and the long-term effect of this is where we can't depend on Jaquan Brisker? I mean, he's coming up for a contract extension. What do you do at this point, right? And so to me, I'm really thinking hard about Jaquan Brisker and his future. I hope that he's going to be okay. I think he's going to be okay. But hey, God forbid he suffers another concussion. Now what? Right now, you got a big hole at that safety spot. Mind you, obviously, you want to make sure Brisker's okay and, doesn't suffer another one. But that's a scenario you cannot discount. You got to take that into account. Even if Brisker's okay, what if he suffers another concussion? All right. And then Kevin Byard had a solid season last year. Really liked what we got out of Kevin Byard, but he's 32 years old. How much does he have left in him? Right. He could fall off a cliff any season. Right. When you get to the other side of 30, that's usually what happens in most positions. And so behind them, not a lot of depth that you feel comfortable with. We're talking about Elijah Hicks, Jonathan Owens, guys like that. And so to me, I really look at what Big said, and I'm like, yeah, I think we need to add a safety in free agency, and I think we need to draft a safety in the draft. So I took a look at the free agent pool here. I mean, as far as the cheaper options that we could potentially look at, there's a lot of veterans out there. You got the Von Bells, you got the Quandre Diggs, Jordan Poyers, you got John Johnson, a couple of young guys, Julian Blackmon, Jordan Fuller. So there's options out there. And I seriously do think Ryan Poles needs to go ahead and add one of these options here just to have some depth in the building, because you just cannot depend on Brisker at this point. And Kevin Byard, again, he's solid, but he's old. So you got to go ahead and just have some depth there for you to feel secure. I'm not telling you to go out and, spend a big money or anything. You don't even have money to spend at this point, or trade for a safety. I'm just saying go ahead and add a piece or two. And then the other thing he talked about, right? Another wide receiver is a possibility. So this is coming after the Olamide Zaccheaus signing. All right. So my kind of hunch is true, which is, look, Zaccheaus, I like him. He's nice. He's a solid piece, but he's 5'8", 190. All right. He's a slot receiver. We still could use another wide receiver, preferably a bigger one. Again, I don't know what's going on with Tyler Scott. All right, I really wish I could help you guys answer what the heck is up with Tyler Scott. The man had one catch for 5 yards the entire season last year. All right, so I don't know what his role is on the roster. Again, he plays special teams, I get that. But as a wide receiver, like if you were making the team and, one catch for 5 yards is your stat line for the entire season, that's a problem. My point being is, if you take Tyler Scott away, you just have, DJ Moore, Romandunes, and Zaccheaus, because, again, Scott has been non-existent. And so it's like, hey, we need another receiver in the building. let's go ahead and get another receiver in here to feel good. Again, I still like the guys that I mentioned, but I don't think that we'll be able to get like a Lockett at this point, probably, unless we restructure some contracts or he takes a really cheap deal. Maybe a Tim Patrick. As far as I checked, I don't think he signed anywhere, or Tyler Boyd. Some of those guys come to mind here, but I think another receiver makes sense. And hey, we got the draft for all these, but I think Biggs is specifically talking about just free agency here. So safety, 1,000% agree with Brad Biggs on this. We need another safety just to feel comfortable. And then as far as a receiver, if we don't sign one, I wouldn't mind waiting till the draft to draft one. But I do think, hey, Zacchaeus is probably a wide receiver 4. We have no idea about Tyler Scott. Let's go ahead and get some more depth in here at the wide receiver room. So let me know what you guys think, man. Leave a comment down below with your thoughts. You agree or disagree with it. As always, thanks for watching.